You know, even if you hide yourself, one day someone is going to discover you. Like, so, like even if you don't want to,
Hmm.
like someone is going to be able to see through you, and you're going to need to like learn that that is not someone trying to get into your life and trying to disrupt everything. They're just trying
Mm.
to love you and actually
Yeah.
see, taking the time to actually see you because they care about you. It's not, they don't want to attack you, you know. This is not fear, not, nobody's going to destroy. It's just someone really caring.
When you begin to fall in love, right after the euphoria of finding someone you're intensely attracted to, you're going to experience doubt. You're going to wonder if this person is safe to trust with your heart. You're going to keep your eyes peeled for red flags, as you should. And even if they don't seem to have anything wrong with them, your own insecurities may kick in. You might be reminded of your hurt from past relationships where things went horribly wrong. Maybe your ex disappointed you, maybe you disappointed your ex. This throws you into a crisis, imagining the same pain repeating itself again. You work yourself into a frenzy and tell yourself, you know what? Love is a scam. I don't need love. Not falling for this again. Love doesn't exist anymore. This is the point where you need to step outside the chaos of your own mind and let this relationship unfold. Stop imposing the blueprint of previous failed relationships onto this one and preemptively assuming the worst. Learn lessons from previous relationships for sure, but don't let those failures cast a shadow on the possibilities that this relationship holds. Be brave. Go ahead and live this moment. Love has knocked on your door. Open the door and embrace the joys that it brings. If things go left and it doesn't work out, it's fine. It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all.
How did you meet? I think it was 14th of November that I first met Mukesh, 1984. I went to Shakuran, that's where they lived.
With your father?
With my father and my mother. And I rang the bell. And a young person opens the door, puts out his hand, and says, "Hi, I'm Mukesh." I was quite surprised. I had another image. You know, I thought he comes from a wealthy home.
Didn't mistake me for a doorkeeper first.
Doorkeeper?
I opened the door. In our houses, we open the door ourselves.
What was your first impression of him?
He was extremely simple and very humble.
Yes.
And that struck me.
What was your first impression?
My first impression really was that she looked stunning.
Absolutely.
But for me, I wanted to meet Nita and find out what she was as a person. And can she and me really share a life together? But clearly, like, all my saying, no, this is not the time, and I still need to do a lot more in business and all that, clearly disappeared in an instant.
It did. How long did the courtship carry on?
3 weeks.
Bas, you made up your mind pretty fast then.
Quick decision maker.
Lovely, kya?
But I was really impressed with her sincerity and integrity. We went out first 3 or 4 times, and then we went to the President Hotel, and we had dinner. And at the end of the dinner, she says, "Yes, that's okay, but Mukesh, I want you to know one thing, that I have specs." And she put on her glasses. And she has been always sincere and upfront.
Yes, I think that's very sweet. But how did you propose to Nita?
Nita was really the first girl I had seen. I had pretty much made up my mind that this is it, this is my life partner. I could sense in Nita that she was there, but not there also.
In the sense?
I was a girl of 20s. I mean, no, I'd not even thought about marriage at that time. I was quite engrossed. I had to complete my graduation. It was my last year.
What were you
And
studying?
I was doing commerce, and at the same time, I was doing interior designing. And I wanted to make my mark in dancing, and I had a lot of dreams that any young girl would dream of. And I
Marriage
thought,
is also a dream.
yes, but it was a little too quick.
That she was saying, will I, like, it's very important for me not to be just an ornament in a big family. And she had all these self-righteous thoughts even then. And, you know, and so once, like when we were driving on Pedder Road, it just occurred to me, and I said, yes. I said, Nita, will you marry me? Say yes or no now.
In the car.
In the car, just out of the blue. So she said, no, no, like I said, no, say yes or no now.
There was already a traffic jam.
There was.
And people were shouting, and cars were blowing horns. And I said, Mukesh, move on. He says, tell me yes or no. I shall not move the car.
I asked the third time, say yes or no now.
So then?
Eventually, of course, I said yes.
After that, she asked me, you know, Mukesh, if I had said no,
What would you
what
have
would
done?
you have done? Would you have told me to get down right there and then? I said, no, I'm too much of a gentleman.
You
I
would
would
just-
have dropped you home and still been your friend.
But I think in any case, for an Ambani, failure is never an option.
One of the things that most impressed me about Nita and Mukesh Ambani was the mutual adoration they both displayed. She, as the daughter-in-law of this impressive family, always emphasizes her duty towards her family. She's openly glad that she's the chosen one. She expresses gratitude and joy for being a part of this family. Mukesh, on his part, adores his wife. He humbles himself as not just an admirer of her beauty, but also emphasizes that her values were most important to him when deciding to pick her as his wife. He also tells us that his father was exceedingly impressed with her and was keen on her becoming a part of this family. Here, despite belonging to a successful and wealthy family, they're excited to have her be a part of this crowd. And she, in equal measure, acknowledges how lucky she feels to be chosen as Mukesh's wife. Mukesh and Nita also talk about their struggles with fertility. Here, he didn't just replace her with a younger and better model. They both fought through the situation and supported each other until they had kids. There is no arrogance in Mukesh. He genuinely loves his wife. He's willing to fight for the relationship and their marriage despite obstacles. From this interview, it's very clear why their marriage has lasted decades and, God willing, will last for a lifetime. Both of them feel lucky to have the other as their partner. There is genuine admiration, love, and determination to see through tough times in both of them. Neither one of them one-ups the other, displays any arrogance or signs of insecurity or immaturity. This interview has come to model what a healthy relationship looks like to me. They both uplift each other, hold each other's hands through difficulties, and they're unafraid to display admiration for each other. This couple sets the benchmark for what a good marriage looks like. This is what compatibility and mutual affection look like.
Well, I'm gonna go do the dishes.
Cool.
It'd be nice if you helped me.
No problem. We'll get them a little bit later. I'm just gonna hit the streets here for a little bit.
Gary, come on. I don't want to do them later. Let's just do them now. Take 15 minutes.
Oh, honey, I am so exhausted. I just honestly want to relax for a little bit. If I could just sit here, let my food digest, and just try to enjoy the quiet for a little bit. Get some, get some, get some. That's what happens. And we will, we can clean the dishes tomorrow.
Gary, you know I don't like waking up to a dirty kitchen.
Who cares?
I care, all right? I care. I busted my ass all day cleaning this house and then cooking that meal, and I worked today. It would be nice if you said thank you and helped me with the dishes.
Fine. I'll help you do the damn dishes.
Oh, come on. You know what? No, that's not what I want.
You just said that you want me to help you do the dishes.
I want you to want to do the dishes.
Why would I want to do dishes? Why?
See, that's my whole point.
Let me see if I'm following this, okay? Are you telling me that you're upset because I don't have a strong desire to clean dishes?
No, I'm upset because you don't have a strong desire to offer to do the dishes.
I just did.
After I asked you!
Jesus, Brooke, you're acting crazy again.
Don't you call me crazy. I am not crazy.
I call you crazy.
Just
I didn't
did.
call you crazy. No, I didn't. I said you're acting crazy.
You know what, Gary? I asked you to do one thing today, one very simple thing, to bring me 12 lemons, and you brought me 3.
God damn it. If I knew that it was going to be this much trouble, I would have brought home 24 lemons. Even 100 lemons. You know what I wish? I wish everyone that was at that goddamn table had their own little private bag of lemons.
Gary,
Honest
it's
to
not
God.
about the lemons.
Well, that's all you're talking about.
I'm just saying it'd be nice if you did things that I asked. It would be even nicer if you did things without me having to ask you.
One of the biggest mistakes we make when we try to show up for another person is we try to give them what we might want in a similar situation. This is one place where the golden rule of do unto others as you wish done unto you does not hold well. If you want to make your partner happy, show up for them as they want you to. Find out what their interests and expectations are and give them what they desire and need. If you don't know what they want, ask them. Then go out and give them what they want. Go that extra step. Put effort into giving them what they want. If it's a healthy relationship, they will do the same for you. If you would rather they surprise you with what they want to give as per their own wish, give them the permission to do so. Don't just do the bare minimum. Be excited to show up for each other and to learn and grow together. Love between two people is beautiful, but fragile, like paper boats floating on water. It requires our ability to place it in gentle streams so they can float confidently and go far. When placed in turbulent waters, they are overwhelmed and sink much before their time. Just like paper boats are folded and molded out of paper with much care, love needs our devotion and consistency. It is up to us to give it a gentle and safe environment to flow and grow. Just like paper boats require creativity to exist, love requires creative inputs to not just exist, but thrive. And so, get ready for the ride.